There's a moment in everyone's life when pain feels unbearable, when you sit alone in silence and think, maybe this is it, maybe I'm not meant for this, but what if that very pain is not there to break you, but to teach you? This is the story of Hamza, a young man who learned that pain is not punishment, it's preparation. Hamza was a 22-year-old boy from Lahore, Pakistan. He had big dreams to become a professional football player. Every morning, before the city even woke up, Hamza would grab his old football and head to the ground. His shoes were worn out, his ball half deflated, but his heart was full of fire. He dreamed of wearing Pakistan's jersey one day to hear his name shouted from the stands. But dreams don't come true overnight, and life doesn't hand success to those who only wish, it gives it to those who endure. Months turned into years. Hamza trained harder than ever, but one evening during a match, he made a sudden sprint and collapsed. Pain shot through his leg like lightning. The doctor's words cut deeper than the injury. It's a torn ligament. You'll have to rest for at least 6 months. 6 months. Half a year away from the game that defined his life, Hamza felt like his dreams had been stolen from him. Every day he sat by the window, watching his teammates play, hearing their laughter in the distance. He felt left behind, forgotten. His mind whispered, maybe this is a sign to quit. Weeks passed. Hamza's crutches leaned by the wall, untouched. He stopped going to the ground. He stopped meeting his friends. Pain had built walls around him, not just physical pain, but emotional pain. He scrolled through social media, watching others succeed while he stayed stuck, and slowly he began to lose something greater than his dream. He began to lose hope. One night, as rain poured outside, Hamza sat in darkness, staring at his injured leg. Tears filled his eyes as he whispered, "Why me? What did I do wrong?" And at that moment, something unexpected happened. His grandfather, who had been silently watching him for weeks, entered the room. He sat beside Hamza and said gently, "You think pain is your enemy, my son, but pain is your teacher." Hamza looked up, confused. "Teacher? What can pain teach me, Dada?" His grandfather smiled faintly. "When you were a baby and learned to walk, you fell hundreds of times. Did those falls mean you weren't meant to walk? No, they taught you balance. Pain is the same. It teaches you how to rise stronger, wiser, and humbler." Hamza stayed silent. The words sank deep into his heart. That night he wrote in his notebook, "Pain is not here to stop me. It's here to teach me something I don't yet understand." From the next day, Hamza began his recovery with a new mindset. Every stretch hurt, every exercise burned, but this time he didn't cry. He smiled, because now he knew every pain had a purpose. Months later, when the doctor said, "You're ready to play again," Hamza didn't rush back into the game. He took time to rebuild not just his body, but his discipline. He practiced not just harder, but smarter. He listened to his body, learned from every mistake, and trained his mind to stay calm under pressure. 1 year later, Hamza stepped onto the field again. The crowd wasn't large, but for him, it was everything. When the whistle blew, he ran faster, stronger, freer. In the final minute of the match, Hamza scored the winning goal. As his teammates lifted him on their shoulders, Hamza looked up at the sky and whispered, "Thank you, pain, for teaching me what comfort never could." Pain isn't your punishment, pain is your professor. It teaches you lessons that comfort never will. When you fail, pain teaches resilience. When people leave, pain teaches independence. When you lose, pain teaches gratitude. So the next time you want to quit, remember Hamza's words, "Pain is my teacher. I will learn before I quit." If this story touched your heart, give it a thumbs up, comment "I'll learn before I quit" below to remind yourself every day. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing stories in English. Because sometimes the greatest success comes from the deepest pain.